What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Ciryl Gane versus Tai Tuivasa. What do we think about this fight? How do we have it going? Let's break it down. Ciryl Gane is a hybrid. You look at a guy like Francis Ngannou, right? And you think this is a big guy. He's strong. He's powerful. And that's kind of where you put him. When you look at Ciryl Gane, you know he's big. You know he's strong. You know he's powerful. And you expect him to move a certain way. But then you watch him, and this guy is throwing spinning kicks. He's throwing spinning elbows. He's quick strikes. He's accurate leg kicks. How he can slip on the inside and evade strikes from his opponent without missing a beat. He's very skilled. And for the most part, very disciplined in his game plan. So you can't really put him in a certain box because he can do more than the average heavyweight can do. And that's what makes him so special, right? In his fight against Francis Ngannou, I thought the fight was going how he thought that it would go, right? I had a 2-2 going into the 5th round, right? And the last round was going to determine and decide who was going to win that fight. Now, it might have been playing out exactly how he thought that it would, but I don't think that him and his team was ready for the evolution of Francis Ngannou. I don't think they were ready for the wrestling tactics that Francis Ngannou learned at this camp that he was at. I was not expecting that. I picked Ciryl Gane to win that fight. I thought Ciryl Gane was the more complete fighter, but Francis Ngannou showed us something different. And Francis controlled most of the timing in the 5th round of that fight. Now, I'm sure Ciryl Gane and his team went back and learned some new ways how to defend the takedowns or grow his skills when he's on the ground. But in this fight, I don't see many takedowns happening. Right? I think Gane is going to dictate the pace of this fight by controlling the range, using his jab and his speed and his quickness, right? His spinning kicks to keep Tuivasa at a distance where he doesn't have to get into the middle of the octagon and make this an ugly fight where Tai Tuivasa wants it to be. I can see some level changes and switches where Gane could shoot for a takedown, see if he can find the right angles where he can possibly land a submission. Right, I could see it happening that way, but I don't see Tai Tuivasa being the one to take down Ciryl Gane in this fight. I think most of this fight will be a striking match, but let's talk about Tai Tuivasa. He's someone who you can't take lightly. He is much faster, much quicker than I think people think and give him credit for. He generates a lot of power with each strike. He lands good elbows. He uses good feints to get his opponents fighting on the back of their foot like he did against Derek Lewis. He's got good low kicks as well. To me, he's improved over the years, and you can see that every time he gets inside of the ring, and his confidence level is at a high level as well, too. I'm looking for Tai to try and close the gap early in this fight, really apply the pressure. And I think that's his best way to win. When Francis Ngannou pressured Ciryl Gane, there was a moment where all Ciryl Gane could cover up, and Francis Ngannou was landing 3 or 4 shots before Ciryl Gane was able to evade and get out of the way. Tai is a good striker from in close, and I'm thinking that if he can apply that same pressure to Ciryl Gane that Francis Ngannou did, then he will have his moments to land some of those shots that he likes. And I also think while Tai Tuivasa hasn't got a submission win in the UFC so far, if he can shoot for some takedown against Ciryl Gane, it will give him something to look at, right? It may not be effective right away, but if he can maybe just get Ciryl Gane to think about the takedown, it might open up some other opportunities where he can get the edge over Ciryl Gane. Just to give him a different look, just to give him something to think about other than just striking. However, I get a little worried for Tai Tuivasa the longer that the fight goes on. If he doesn't end the show within 3 rounds, I think he will be in trouble. We haven't seen Tai Tuivasa past 3 rounds. We're not sure what he's going to look like, right? So I think he needs to come out, he needs to be aggressive, and I think he needs to press in this fight. And if he can do that, I think that will be his best bet to win this fight. So in this one, I do have Ciryl Gane winning this fight. I think Gane is going to be too quick. He's too elusive for Tuivasa. I think the speed will be too much. And I think the different attacks and combinations that Ciryl Gane will use and can win this fight, I think he's just more versatile. And I think he can win in different ways, while Tai Tuivasa is more of a striker and kind of one-dimensional in that sense, where Ciryl Gane can beat you in many different ways. I have Ciryl Gane winning this fight by submission or KO in the 4th or 5th round. But I'm not counting Tai Tuivasa out. He's relentless. He's strong. He has a strong mind. And of course, we know that anything can happen in the UFC, right? But I also think the home field advantage for Ciryl Gane will also be that support and be on his back that will help give a fighter that extra edge and that extra confidence to get out there and finish the job and come out with the win. So I have Ciryl Gane winning this fight by submission or KO in the 4th or the 5th round. Who do you have winning this fight? How do you have it going? Let me know in the comment section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do so. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support by way of donation, you can find options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle and my social media handles will be on screen as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel and would be greatly appreciated. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video this long, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.